to Overwatch Oasis Tier 3 Edition. We are just about to start Week 8 with our first matchup, Tantilizers versus Sea9. Sea9 have been one of our better teams this year, looking very strong against even very strong opponents. Tantilizers, the other side of the coin, they have been struggling. So hopefully they can maybe get themselves their first victory tonight, and we can celebrate and be happy.
Yeah, party.
Now arriving.
Ooh, Ilios.
Yep, we're still on the same map rotation as last week, so we will be on Ilios. It did not disappoint in terms of seeing plenty of environmental kills. Sadly, we are starting on Ruins, so the likelihood of seeing cool environmental kills is very low, although still possible. Oh, and I forgot to introduce us. I am Mr. Gaming Kirby, and this caster tonight is Mystic Angel.
Or Nat, which is what most people call me.
Nat, yeah. So yeah, Tantilizers, they're coming off a tough loss. Granted, it was against the White Walkers. Sadly, their schedule is not getting easier as we see Sea9 once again. Strong team. They got the victory last week over Taterbots. That was actually a really exciting game, so we'll see if they can keep up that momentum.
Okay. Look at these comps, man. Mine's Zarya. And then we got the spam damage over here on the side of Tantilizers, but we got a Tracer instead from Antipo.
We see Queen on that signature Junkrat, and interestingly enough, we have McCaney on the Pharah instead of the normal Silent Tamer, who's been absolutely killing it this season. One of the best DPS we have in Tier 3. He is electrifying. So, here we go. Tantilizers, they're content just setting up on the point. High ground for Sea9, the Lonzita trying to challenge here. And Queen actually gets the opening pick here. The Cave Doctor shield is low. But Lonzita goes down. Queen is very low, and it looks like Tantilizers, they will take the first cap here on Ruins, and Sea9 are going to back up. With Blunt Smokers, he's not going to let McCaney get away.
Man, that was a very interesting first fight. Normally you see the people who play statue, they normally take the fight overall. Having point control though on this map is very important. We see Zanny Boy here.
Opening pick there forces out the res from Take the Strap. And another kill from Zanny Boy. He already has his ult ready. Might be getting in position to shut down this team fight right away. Blunt Smokers antied and low. Cave Doctor kind of with the pin, but it doesn't matter. Zanny Boy's in position, gets 1-2 with the barrage, and overall that will be a nice team fight victory for Tantilizers.
I need to open up stream on my phone. Give me 1 second, chat, so I don't lose.
Oh yeah, I should get the stream up as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, I clicked on the right app. Oops.
Once again, Zanny Boy providing a lot of damage here, just making it so hard for Sea9 to get through these chokes. Cave Doctor trying to get aggressive. Bubble was there from Alonzita. And Alonzita's actually low. Here's Queen trying to put some salt in the wound, and yes, he does. That's a 3K. He has been getting a lot of these massive tires lately, and it seems no different this week. Alonzita trying to hide to get some healing, but it is not looking good. Will likely be heavily staggered, and we're already in one fight territory.
Hello everyone, I'm now in chat.
Kaney gets res, and the tactical visor is nano boosted, and they don't touch the point! They had an advantage in that team fight, and they weren't able to move quick enough. So Tantilizers, they take Ruins here.
But Ruins is the oddball out on this map rotation here. I mean,
oh yeah, for sure, and especially if we see C9 able to win well here. They'll go into Lighthouse. We'll see if they want to do the sim strat that they did against the Tater Pots. That worked incredibly well. Tater Pots weren't even able to contest even. So we'll see. They're gonna go. Both teams actually gonna swap to the double shield there. See how this works. Both are going for pulls, but only Ziptail. Oh, there we go. Musion Cycle now switching to Lucio. Feels like we just have to see a Lucio on this point. It's
got
just
a Pharah.
too good.
Nice from Zanny Boy again. That Pharaoh was popping off, so I'm not surprised.
However, Nick Caney this time on the Soldier a little bit earlier this time, already pretty low.
Honestly,
And a nice double elimination there from Parsnip Pixie and Whisk Queen. Once again, Tantilizers really kind of showing some revitalized blood here, maybe trying to make a late season push. Too early to tell. First map's not even over, but man, they have looked strong so far.
Wow. So basically, if I was C9 here, I would swap to a Brig, to be quite honest, because Lucio is very helpful for boots, but a Brig would provide a lot of armor and a lot of sustain for your people, compared to Lucio, who basically does the same thing as Brig does, but doesn't provide armor, sadly. So
Yeah,
and Danny Boy is over here just cleaning up. And well, the big thing is we've got a lot of spam damage coming in from Tantilizers, and running a Mercy's Lucio versus spam damage is very dangerous, just for the fact that you have to, like, just for the fact that there's just a lot of damage coming your way and there's not a lot of sustain. So you either gotta take quick fights and win them quickly, or you have to kind of like you're playing dive but with double shield, or you have to go in, or you have to change your supports to sustain for longer periods of time.
Zanny Boy able to get into the backlines, takes out one with the barrage, somehow doesn't die there. And once again, Whisk Queen cleaning up, not able to get anything with the tires. Ooh, Blood Smokers. I'm not 100% sure what took them out. Fell down the well, apparently, but another teamfight victory here, and once again, we're approaching one fight territory.
I would honestly either swap to a Moira or swap to a Brig here, or like just so you have a little bit more sustain, honestly.
And Ziptail getting taken out right away. Got the res. Yeah, perhaps take the strap, can switch to the Moira, has shown to be proficient on Moira as well. Nikaney coming in with the tactical visor.
Nice! Damage boosted
nice
attack visor.
Kill.
Nice, good job. That was a good push by C9 there.
Yeah, this time they won't be denied some capture percentage, but they'll have to bring it back.
My only thing is their DPS line and their tank line suggest that they want to go for long, out-sustainable fights, where their support line seems to want to take fights really quickly, and that's one reason here that C9 is kind of struggling to keep control, is because it's just the fact that their tank lines and DPS lines don't match up with the support lines that they're running.
Yeah. Gainey got taken out early here, and Ampo, Concussion Mind into the well. This is a good chance for Tantilizers to close out this map. Danny Boy popping the barrage, finds two. Both of the tanks, in fact. Blood Smokers popping the Gravitic Flux, but this isn't looking too good for C9, although there we go. Nikaney able to take out Zanny Boy, but Whisk Queen has the tire, gets a double kill. There's the res from Mugen Cypher. Take the strap, also getting a res here. Not quite over. Zanny Boy able to take the strap. And it looks like at least the point will be flipped. We might see at least a contest though here from these tanks of C9. Here we go. But Zanny Boy from the back line doesn't really get anything right now. I'm the Slinky's still here, and Ampo back on the Tracer. Doesn't look too good. Both of these tanks are down. Nikaney trying to take out this Pharah that's been harassing this whole entire game. Ziptail in a perfect position for a boot maybe, but gets taken out, and it looks like it's only a matter of time before, in relatively convincing fashion, Tantilizers are able to take Helios. There it is. So, yeah, great job from the Tantilizers. You know, definitely the underdogs right now, and if they are able to get this victory here, that will be a huge momentum swing for them for the second half of the season. That would be so crucial. get used to seeing those. We will probably see them several times, because Whisk Queen, kind of like Rocky Top last year, just gets all the tire kills no matter what. Give me 1 sec, I am going to be right back.
Alright, chat, what's up, everyone? We just finished map 1, Elios, and we had a very surprising 2-0 victory from the Tantilizers. Man should have gave me the lobby. We start at 29. Oh well, I guess I can't fault them. So how's it going, my chat?
Okay. I am back. I had to get some water. So we will see if these teams want to make any swaps. I'm almost certain Sea9 will elect to get some of these other people, and they like to... Well, their tank rotation has been kind of interesting this year, but I do believe they typically run along Zeta and I and the Slinky on control maps, and Optibot kind of on, for sure, hybrid, sometimes 2CP, sometimes escort. And yes, Optibot is coming in. As is Silent Tamer. Yeah, I do find it a little strange that if they were gonna start off with the Pharah there, that they wouldn't have Silent Tamer in there, considering how borderline unstoppable he's been this year. We will see the one sub that Tantilizers have.
We got a win from Tantilizers.
Yeah, Tantilizers, they are up 1-0.
Yeah, Zanny on that last map was looking very, very solid on that Pharah, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Zanny Boy did start off with the Tater Pots, now with the Tantilizers. Definitely a player that has shown a lot of nice things this season, and that map he just played might have been his best performance of the season. If he can keep that up, that is exactly what the Tantilizers need. I mean, Zanny Boy and Whisk Queen, that's starting to look like a bit of a deadly DPS duo right there.
Well, Junkrat is a deadly DPS by himself. Whisk Queen is a very good Junkrat.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
When you just add this extra spam damage of Pharah in there, it's just so annoying to try to deal with. Because Junkrat kind of overpowers DPS like McCree and Ashe, which are two of the main counters for Pharah. And Pharah can easily overwhelm those two as well if they don't have pockets or they don't have almost constant healing, especially if the Pharah knows what they're doing. And if the Pharah's pocketed, it's even harder.
So we will be going to Numbani next. Definitely seeing a lot of interesting things so far on Numbani. Kind of an underrated map in my opinion. Not one of the best maps in the game, but you do see a lot of interesting strategies sometimes. Especially defensive dive, which we've seen teams like Diving Phoenix and even Cosmic Omnix, I think, ran a little bit of that defensive dive. So,
well, dive is just really effective on this map because of the natural high ground, especially on defense because you have natural high ground, so you don't have to waste cooldowns to get your setup, which is why defensive dive is popular on this map.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the maps where high ground control is incredibly important.
Well, yeah, high ground can see almost everything on the map, which is kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, it makes it very interesting, especially if your attackers can get control of that high ground.
I think the most interesting thing about Numbani is you could argue that there really is barely a choke on point A. Like, yeah, going down main is kind of, I guess, a choke, but at the same time, like, it's not like
the big thing with going down main is because a lot of people run snipers on this map. Going down main really opens you up to angles, and is really easy to get like shots in on, because if your Ryan's pushing forward, then you kind of leave your backline kind of, unless you're running a death ball, of course, your backline's kind of just out there. Which is why main is so dangerous. But if the enemy team's running a Junkrat, you really can't go bottom and you can't go top left. So you're either forced to rotate all the way around and go up staircase, or you're forced to go main, because the Junkrat spam damage is just very dangerous in those very tight rooms.
We'll see. Tantilizers on the attack first, hoping to continue that momentum. We have seen several teams capture all 3 points or get close to capturing all 3 points. This is definitely a feast or famine map, it seems. It's either you get full held or you make it all the way, it seems like, because the Streets phase is probably one of the easier Streets phase. And yes, look at this, we will see a defensive dive coming out from Sea9. See Cave Doctors and Blunt Smokers, they're gonna stay on that Ryan Zarya. Zaniboy gonna swap to the Ashe.
Oh, we got
try and contest.
Silent Tamer on the Pharah once again, as you were talking about earlier.
Zaniboy almost anticipating that, thinking that there's almost no way that Silent Tamer wouldn't be coming in to run Pharah. Because Pharah can be pretty good on this map. Swiss-Queen trying to get up to the high ground, but gets taken out immediately. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication, considering that the rest of the team is over on the left side. And with 2 down, including a Mercy, so no res, it looks like this push will likely be here for the Tantilizers.
Now, it looks like Sea9 is going to get aggressive here and take out Zanny, so that's another stagger on the plate of Tantilizers. Tantilizers need to back out. They just need to back out and stand and spawn.
Yeah, along Zeta. Been a lot of work done on this Wrecking Ball. Almost has mines. Been one of the quickest mines builder in Tier 3 Wrecking Ball. Will likely be the first to get their ult. That'll be interesting.
Oh,
so here we
definitely.
go.
96, 97, and here we go. The mines come out.
Yeah, look at this. They're all grouped in the room, and they couldn't get the spam damage from Silent Tamer. And this, once again, party is not looking too good for Tantalizers. Sea9 attempting to get aggressive here. Silent Tamer able to take out one, as does Mikani. And once again, we see Sea9 playing this defensive dive really well.
Well, Sea9 is playing more of a pincer dive here, where they're attacking from 2 separate locations. So, and Tantilizers is running around Zarya, which is very difficult to, protect from 2 different locations. And it's just they're struggling to gain space because of the fact that their shield isn't made for that space making.
Oh
Ooh.
man, these Tantilizers players have been having trouble getting through that high ground entrance, and it looks like once again in convincing fashion, only needing one ult, and that was the mine. Sea9 are gonna win another team fight. It's gonna be tough for Tantilizers to crack this now that Sea9 have whittled the time bank down to just about 90 seconds, and they have almost all of their ults. But there we go, WeSqueen able to get 2 right off the bat. Almost up to that tire. Parsnip Pixie drops the Valkyrie. This is Tantalizer's chance, but take the strap. Can kill, still get a sneaky res. No, wow. Zanny Boy takes him out. Here comes Silent Tamer getting 1-2 with the barrage. So the team fight is still up for grabs. Parsnip Pixie could possibly sneak in a res here. Does get it off, but comes Bikini with the tack visor. Takes him out. This team fight still very up for grabs. WeSqueen might have to use that tire. Alonzita getting the nano boost as well. WeSqueen throwing in the tire only gets 1. That might not be enough. Alonzita caught a trap. Will they be able to take advantage of it? Alonzita almost has another mines. Less than 40 seconds to go. Zanny Boy trying to find the pickoffs. And there goes Alonzita. Can they at least get a tick to make sure that they can still win the map? It's going to be close. They do get it. Nikani trying to contest here, and with him going down to the dynamite, it looks like Tantalizers will capture point A.
Oh, that mid-air hit by Whis from that Junkrat. Oh, very spicy, very spicy. And Silent Tamer on this Pharah is just absolutely amazing as always.
Oh, it's insane.
Like he's going up against Ashe and he's still not having problems. Like
yeah, he's already at another barrage. Alonzita gonna try and get aggressive.
Ooh,
use his
nice mines, but don't think it's gonna get anyone.
Get anything.
Oh,
and nice shatter from Cave Doctor.
Both tanks are down.
Puts both the tanks on the ground.
But Whis does get taken out. Ooh, take the strap.
No res opportunity for Take the Strap. Take the Strap has been known to go for a lot of risky reses this season, and it looks like maybe the Tantalizers are really looking for that and punishing them.
Oh, Ziptail goes down to Zanny. I think we just need to back up. That's it. And maybe Silent Tamer can get the late touch on.
But here we go. We see Nikani up on the high ground almost get taken out by the damage orb. He's still gonna try and fight this, but look at that, the payload able to reach point B. Once again, I reiterate, this Streets phase is pretty simple to get through, and now they're gonna try and finish the map here. They have almost 3 minutes, which actually is not a bad time bank, especially if they're almost getting full health.
Oh, Nikani there takes down Whis' tire.
Yeah, WeSqueen maybe a little over-aggressive with the tire, but payload still continues to move. Parsnip Pixie has the Valkyrie, but Silent Tamer finds the opening pickup. Is he getting in position to use the barrage? Yes, he is. There's one.
Barrage.
Does get taken out by Zanny Boy.
But taking down Zarya is a very
still
big
up for
kick.
grabs. WeSqueen getting a lot of picks here. Cave Doctor with the pin, but now has himself out of position. He's able to get the healing from Parsnip Pixie, so team fight still up in the air as of right now. Tantalizers, they are going to back up a little bit though, and we will likely see a 6v6 here as the payload approaches the final corner.
Nice kill from Silent Tamer there onto Zanny Boy. Zanny Boy does get res though.
Yep, forces out the res. So now here we go. Cave Doctor and Alonzita trying to find the swings right around this payload. Cave Doctor's shield is getting low.
But as you can tell right now, yeah, like Zanny's or Cave Doctor's shield is low and Alonzita's still pretty. Oh, there we go. Gets 3.
And a nice shatter from Alonzita. Follow-up isn't quite there though. In fact, Alonzita goes down. Here's the opening for Tantalizers. Zanny Boy almost has Bob ready to go.
But it is an even fight right now.
Yeah. And of course, that spawn advantage will be important. Attack visor out from Nikani. Bob is there too.
No, the
And there's a
charge
nice
gets
shatter.
Nikini.
Nikini is down.
Ooh, nice grab.
Using the Graviton Surge.
Tire coming
But
out.
Silent Tamer now on the Junkrat. Doesn't really get anything with the tire, but does take out.
Oh, we get a res in the back line from Parsnip Pixie on to Zarya.
Yeah, not 100% sure about this. I think they need to back up and
Reset.
go for one more fight here, the Tantilizers. Now here we go, under a minute to go. Zeta, the rest of Sea9 gonna try and hold here, right at the initial choke of point C. Tantilizers have to hurry, they only have 10 seconds, someone's gonna need to touch here. In fact, Anime Samurai gonna have to use the Coalescence. No one's even close to the payload! Is anyone even gonna be able to touch? Yes! But it was a rough engage as we see Anime Samurai and WeScreen go down, but trades are even right now. Parsnip Pixie gets the res onto WeScreen.
Oh,
and there's
nice
a nice shatter, but Cave Doctor goes down. Team fight still up for grabs. Zanny Boy getting incredibly close to that bomb. Yep, Ziptail using the sound barrier to keep the team alive, take the strap with the res onto Silent Tamer, but Zanny Boy with a nice headshot. That is very clutch. Optbot coming back with another Graviton Surge. They don't really have anything to protect themselves from it.
And
Parsnip Pixie does fall into Katie with attack visor. That's a 4K, and we'll end the round just like that.
That was fantastic. The ult usage from C9 is just so good. Like, there are a few ults that are out of place, but like their ult management is just fantastic.
Yep, that's been one of their defining reasons that they've been so good this season. I've mentioned it several times, but it feels like in every single fight they have a couple ultimates to be able to stabilize or stay aggressive, and it's been tough for teams to be able to counter that, and not they don't just have ultimates in reserve, they build them up relatively quickly too.
And I mean, like, in a game like Overwatch where like every ultimate counts, and if you don't get a value with an ultimate, it's kind of a waste. Like, just ultimates count for everything in this game, which is, you know, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I can understand why. But once you get your ultimate, like, if you can get kills with an ultimate, like, you can instantly win a team fight. Like, it's just, they're just so powerful when it comes to swaying a team fight.
That being said, for the Tantilizers, they did have a good push, especially after they almost got full held there on point A, so we'll see if they can.
And we got a good old Div over here from our boys on C9.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Optibot on the Winston, more known for their Sigma play than anything. They've been really great on Sigma so far, but has been showing some tank flexibility as of late. So we go Silent Tamer back again on the Pharah. We already see C9, they're at point. Sandy Boy gets taken down. Perfect
he got caught out by the ball
and Zeta. But there's the res. Kaney is down, but both of the healers for Tantilizers are down as well. This isn't looking too good, but Zanny Boy from the high ground gets 2. Definitely possible. There's 3, and they're just gonna have to go dive him to get him off of that high ground. Stop picking him off. So now we see just the tanks here on point A. Here come the healers back for Tantilizers, and Nikani up on the high ground here, trying to take out the healers as they come in. Parsnip Pixie falls low, but is okay. And Blunt Smokers finds the pick onto Optibot. The healers for C9 weren't able to get back quick enough. Alonzita with the mines. Do they want to use it? No, they're dead. But Parsnip Pixie is down, so they don't have the res. Can take the strap, perhaps res someone, turn this fight around. This fight is close. Nikani with the double kill. Blunt Smokers able to take out Ziptail. Still an incredibly close fight. C9, they're kind of trying to play it a little patiently because they know they will likely have an advantage here in a couple seconds. Optibot, throw this one up here, is gonna go back. Actually, C9, they are content with kind of backing up all the way, and we will see Tantilizers get all 6 back.
Well, because right now this game isn't about time, it's about getting like doing the objective and getting it. They don't have to do it quickly because they stopped them at point 3. So
yeah, you're 100% correct. They knew that the advantage that they had was small and it was risky. So here we go, and we didn't really see many environmental kills there, but Anime Samurai with a nice boot. And here we go. This is looking awfully similar to what Sea9 was doing to them on their defense. So we do have some ults coming up on the side of Sea9. And Whisk Queen caught out of position. That's not good, especially with Silent Tamer coming up on this barrage. Alonzita trying to force Tantilizers off of the high ground. Nikani gonna open up with Attack Visor. Already finds one Anime Samurai, not able to get the sound barrier off. I'm not 100% sure if it would have mattered. Silent Tamer gonna put an exclamation point on this team fight with the barrage. And here we go, now C9. They are going to attack. Or they will get the payload moving. We'll see if they have just as easy of a time getting through the streets phase as Tantilizers did.
Ooh, we get a
they might be able to, considering
the
Silent
Zarya.
Tamer.
That was a really good stagger right there from Silent Tamer. Now let's go up.
But there we go, Zanny Boy is back, able to take him out. Optibot trying to get aggressive onto Zanny Boy. So here we go. Unlike C9, we will at least see Tantilizers able to kind of get a nice defense here around this first corner. Cave Doctor's Shatter doesn't really do much, but Optibot's Primal Rage does. Here comes Whisk Queen's Tire though, only gets one.
Interesting grab.
Graviton Surge from One Smokers. This team fight
right now.
Still relatively up for grab,
Tamer
but with
on
the
this
res.
Ashe. Who knew?
And would take the strap, getting the res onto Ziptail. I'm thinking, especially with the spawn advantage,
yes,
although we are going to see C9 continue to...
They're going to back up, and they're going to do a soft reset, and then they're going to push forward.
Yeah, get their tanks. Yeah, they still have time before all Tantilizers get back, and look at this. That was the perfect idea, because Nikani had the Attack Visor. Both of the healers are down here for Tantilizers, and it looks... once again, all too easy to get through Nirvani's
oh my gosh,
phase.
Optibot on the Winston here, looking fantastic.
Yeah, seems to be incredible no matter what tank they play. Definitely one of the more underrated players in the league right now.
Okay, I have to also give a shout out here to my boy Nikani. Despite his partner, friggin' Silent Tamer being fantastic on this DPS, he is pulling his weight and definitely helping out.
Oh yeah, C9 have had fantastic DPS play no matter who's in. They also have Handpo and Panderp in their back pocket if they need it. So here we go, Blunt Smoker's getting aggressive. Cave Doctor able to take out Optibot, so the team fight is still even. Payload approaching the final corner and
Nice
the mines.
mines.
Not gonna get too much from it though.
But we did see. Wait, who used their beat? Someone used beat. I swear to God, I heard beat.
Yeah, Anime Samurai did use the sound barrier, so they got that out. And 2 late mine kills onto both of the DPS. Whisk Queen does get res, but Anime Samurai dies to the damage orb. This isn't looking good. The picks are going definitely in favor of C9. Will we even see a contest from Tantilizers? I don't even think so. I think this is C9's map, and it is. So the series is now tied 1-1, heading in to Temple of Anubis.
Play of the game.
Yeah, fantastic play, Zarya, Winston.
Yeah, that was the grab that kind of really won it in the end, because the picks were still going back and forth, and then that mixed with Attack Visor that closed it out there. And so now we see this series
Silent
is looking
Tamer
really
over here
good.
with 45 eliminations. Ooh, that's a little spicy.
62% kill participation. That's not even, I feel like he didn't even play as good as he usually does. Like, if this is him on an average day, like, oh man, I don't even want to see him on
the man not in Masters.
remarkable day. Okay.
Okay, so we're heading into Temple of Anubis. Anubis. And not a Jarnubis.
Yeah, I do not believe we have seen a draw yet.
On Jarnubis, I know, it's so weird.
I think we definitely saw draws on Volskaya. Did we see? Yes, I think we saw one draw on Hanam, maybe a couple draws on Hanamura actually. So we are likely to maybe see one this week.
It's funny, like, it's like the one map everyone's like, oh, you draw air all the time on Anubis, because, like, first point is kind of easier to attack, and second point is a little bit harder to attack. But, I mean, like, it's fantastic. Like, I love Anubis as a map. It's a very, very good map.
Yeah, I do like Anubis as well.
But I have a feeling Tantilizers are going to do really well on Anubis, just for the fact that they play a lot of spam damage, and spam damage is very dangerous in Anubis because it's such a tight map. Oh, Spark, apparently, Spark and Charge drew on it last weekend. According to chat. Temple of Anubis.
Okay, so we have I am the Slinky coming in for Alonzita.
But I do gotta give it to Alonzita. Alonzita's Rhine play was muy fantastic. And
Here we go.
I don't know. My brain just stopped. Ooh, so we're swapping out both DPS here for Panderp and
Panderp coming in, and we've been gushing about Silent Hammer all day, but Panderp might be just as good on that hit scan, as had some incredible highlight plays. Really adds that hit scan ability. I don't know if Zannyboy is going to be able to play Pharah into
I'm surprised they haven't brought Cypher in at all.
Well, Musion Cypher played the first map.
Oh, oh, maybe I thought Anime Samurai was on the first map.
Nope, Musion Cypher was playing Mercy a lot in that first map.
Ah, yes, okay, thank you. Bandit. Yeah, double shield definitely is going to be a good, because if you can get a hit scan up on that high ground with a double shield comp, it is like nearly impossible to, unless you like get like the perfectly executed dive to actually, you know, dislodge them. Especially when they've got a Sigma shield, it is the most annoying thing in existence.
So we'll have to see if Musion Cypher is gonna come back in for the Tantilizers. One interesting thing is we actually did see the Tantilizers get a few new additions. We saw on trades, however, it does not look like they're playing tonight, perhaps not fully acclimated with the team. But if they are able to get the victory here, and those new players, if they can mean a big difference, you know, we're talking that this team could actually possibly become scary late in the season. Not just good. So yes, we will see Musion Cypher coming back in. Or Anime Samurai once again. They might want to go with like a Moira BAP comp, or maybe they'll go back to the Moira Mercy that they were running on Helios.
Mm-hmm. I know we don't see it a lot in Tier 3, but Moira Brig is an actually broken healing comp at the moment. So, like, I would love to see a Moira Brig come out. I mean...
Yeah, it's interesting. We're gonna see... I think what's happening to Brig on PTR right now is a nerf, although they are buffing the shield at least, but
they're buffing, yeah, they're buffing their shield. Well, they're also nerfing
they're,
your shield as well.
I know the big thing though is the way that armor packs work, how they won't cap above the full health of a hero. That's huge, actually. Like, it's kind of interesting because, you know, at first, you know, Brig was kind of introduced as this anti-dive hero, but then she kind of started to actually synergize well with dive when you give the armor packs to, say, a tracer. So now perhaps the power of that strategy may be reduced right now.
Well, Brig's the only character in the entire game that can give people armor.
Yeah, at this point.
Every other person has, can give, I know there are people that can give shields, like Lucio gives temporary shields to his beat.
And of course, I mean, Torb gives armor to himself, but...
Well, yeah, temporarily. For the 6 seconds it's active, I think. It's either 6 or 5 seconds that it's active, he gets temporary armor. But turning a 200 health Sombra into a 200 health Sombra with 100 armor when you use Rally is a really big, like, buff. Or turning a Tracer into a 200 health or a 250 health Tracer with Rally is actually, like, kind of broken. It turns squishies into, you know, tankable characters, and it's just really difficult. It's really difficult to balance armor because the way armor is balanced right now is to keep tanks alive.
Now entering the temple.
But it breaks Brig.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those mechanics that certainly has had some controversy within Overwatch. The thing I know that has been the topic is how much CC is in the game now. Especially now with, like, Sigma's accretion, of course the Brig shield bash. So
I'm sorry, but I don't know who decided to call accretion, but they are terrible. Accretion is such a terrible word.
Yeah, I know. I always kind of feel weird whenever I say it in the past tense. Like I say, like, oh, Zanny Boy got accreted. Like, so oftentimes I just say, like, gets a rock to the face, you know, like, makes it easier. But also sometimes you sound smarter when you say
when you say it's the only skillful stun. I mean, Brig's stun is skillful. But you have to, like, you actually have to, like, position yourself into a dangerous position sometimes to get the stuns off. So Shield Bash is more of a skillful stun in that it's positioning wise. If you're talking about mechanical skill, I guess you could count McCree as well, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and take on the play-by-play.
Yep, so here we go. Tantilizers, they're running shield on the defense, and opening pick onto Antpo. Antpo trying to match some of that spam with a Junkrat of their own. Panderp once again on the hit scan, trying to find the angles as Widow. All it's gonna take is one headshot, but Zanny Boy up to the task against a really exceptional DPS. And Sea9, they're having trouble getting through this choke right now. Almost all of them are on fire. The Slinky goes down. Take the Strap will likely be right behind them. They are literally 1 health. Now they did get back to safety, but that will be Tantilizers winning the first team fight here. So here we go. We are actually going to see something interesting from Tantilizers. They are going to play point here. Panderp actually switching to the Sim to try and get a Sim Strap, but they sniff that out right away. Zanny Boy takes him down. Bob out from Zanny Boy. That was a quick Bob. Take the Strap though, finding Squeezy Cypher, able to get the res off, and is able to survive Weezqueen, getting close to that tire, but Blunt Smoker swinging his hammer mightily. They might not even need it. It looks like they will likely win this team fight. And so yeah, here we go. You were correct. Tantilizers definitely playing well so far. on this map with all that spam from the Junkrat, and Zanny Boy kind of up to the task here, taking on Panderp on that hit scan roll.
Honestly, I feel like they should have left Alonzo in here and played for a dive.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was interested. I wonder if they were maybe considering I am the Slinky and Optibot more for double shield, because Optibot usually plays the Sigma, and WeSqueen once again another highlight to add to his reel. I hope he's making a compilation. He does fall, but not before taking a mechless Optibot, and here we go. Team kill here for Tantilizers.
That almost 6K, man.
So yeah,
honestly, now that
this
the Junkrat's not up on here on the high ground, I would just take right side, because then he would have to use his mines to reposition himself in the first place.
Here we go.
Oh, huge
Tail
shatter!
speeding Sea9 to point, and a nice shatter there from Blunsmokers. Sandy Boy's Bob already getting a kill. I'm the Slinky and Ampo are down, almost everyone is down, and both support ults from Sea9 are used. Those are huge tools that could have been used for the final fight gone, and now they'll only have Diva Bomb, Bob, and Tyre for this final fight. Although, look at how many ults Tantilizers have. They have. Here we go. Ultra will come first. Bot has them ready at early field, but Zanny Boy finally gets taken out by Panderp, and here comes Bob, who will be able to contest the point. Fusion Cypher is down. Screen does take out Ziptail with the trap. We do see a pin on the Panderp, so with more picks going in favor of Tantilizers, maybe recontest. And perhaps not. Is also going down, and is actually all they needed. You could actually see Sea9 really coming back on this map and snowballing to a point B.
No, they're not gonna snowball. They're gonna have time to set up.
That's, you're right, but they definitely still probably have the ult advantage here, especially with Take the Strap and Ziptail getting close to the support ults. Here we go, WeSqueen is trying to set up for a Tyre, but Ampo also has his. He's gonna have to be careful. Let's see, yep, he's trying to go behind them. Sea9, all of Sea9 except Ampo, going through the inside rotation, and there's the Immortality Field, and Take the Strap takes down the Tyre. Zanny Boy is down, and here comes Ampo's Tyre. Able to take out Mutant Cypher, so no res is available. Smokers have to be careful, and throws the shadow right into I Am the Slinky's shield. He gets taken down. Both Coalescence and Amplification Matrix are out. Bob contesting the point here, trying to do as much as he can. WeSqueen sadly not able to take out the low members of Sea9, although here we go, Mutant Cypher with the red. Zanny Boy gets the headshot onto Anpo. We do see this a lot on this map, but a nice shatter. There's the Diva Bomb, takes out Blunsmokers. Sea9 very close to one tick. It's gonna be interesting to see how the rest of this team plays out, but Optibot able to take out Cave Doctor. Zanny Boy going to return on the Doomfist. Another Immortality out from Ziptail. Saves the tanks for right now, and the picks are very much going in favor of Sea9. And they were looking so close to getting the full hold, but Tantilizers might be giving up too here, although Zanny Boy getting a double kill. Not 100% over yet, especially since WeSqueen has the Tyre. May need to pop it sooner rather than later before any more lose, before any more players go down. And oh, we should have taken that advantage to take out the healers. Or oh wait, nah, never mind. But here we go. Yes, that time decides to wait until the Immortality Field is down. And it kind of looks like we will see Tantilizers stabilize, although Ampo getting a nice, easy double kill. Blunsmoker's getting close to that shatter. Will he elect to use it? Takes out the Mechless Diva. Coming back to point. Only 30 seconds left, so if Sea9 loses this fight, that might be curtains for their attack. Take the Strap, able to build up another Coalescence, and Optibot is getting close to another Diva Bomb. But all 6 are here for Tantilizers. Blunsmokers see what the chat, they're getting low. Zanny Boy gets pinned, but not before taking out Ziptail. Only 16 seconds to go. I am the Slinky solo and dies with the shatter. Only 12 seconds, and it looks like Tantilizers at the end of that very long team fight will be able to stabilize, although Optibot's gonna try and touch here. Good halt and boop from Mugen Cypher and Cave Doctor to make sure they don't touch. Excellent team coordination on those pulls, and so here we go. Tantilizers, they have a clear win condition here.
We may just see, you know, draw and draw Nubis. Imagine.
No, we won't see a draw because we did see.
Oh, did they get a tick?
Yeah, Sea9 got about a tick and a half, I think, is what they got. So, you know, it is interesting. It's sometimes it feels like Temple of Anubis is somewhat of an attack-oriented map, just because you can capture point A relatively easy at times and then snowball onto B, but there are times where you can really hold on point B, and it is tough to you know, finish the cap, especially with those respawns. Definitely up there with Hanamura as the quickest respawns that we see on 2CP. And so, as I was saying earlier, we will see Sea9 go with the double shield. This is perhaps what they were hoping for, maybe just to get, you know, a tick or two on point B and try and, you know, either full hold on A or full hold on B with the double shield comp. This Queen gonna swap to the Reaper. See how he does here. Panther taking out Parsnip Pixie right away, and oh my goodness, that was quick. Less than 20 seconds into the round, Sea9 able to win the first team fight, but Whis Queen does get in position. Panther knows where they are though. They might be in trouble actually. Have to teleport away. Is safe for now. So here we go. They're gonna try and make it into this room once again. And this time they are in here, but they're gonna have to be careful. That spam from the Junkrat and the Sigma is gonna be tough to handle. There's the trap. Cave Doctor takes it out. This Queen trying to flank here, trying to take out Panderp. There he goes, able to at least take Panderp off of the high ground for now. No picks so far. Cypher gets hit with that fire strike. Still relatively close. Zanny Boy is solo. Antpole has the tire though. This might be devastating if Tantilizers don't go quickly, and Whis Queen not able to find anything on their flank. Antpole not able to find anything with the tire, but with Parsnip Pixie going down, as well as Blunt Smokers, it looks like we will see Tantilizers have to back up and try again here.
Honestly, I would just Valk right into the fight. I would kind of float behind my range shield, and then I would push mid. Oh, why? Why aren't we staying behind the range shield when we know there's an Ashen high ground?
Yeah.
Very dangerous game.
Putting in a lot of work. But there we go. Zanny Boy now has the pick, and they're throwing in the Bob. Where is Bob?
It's back by the Reinhardt.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh no! Zanny Boy tried to reposition himself and gets taken down.
Oh, nice shadow there.
I actually wasn't it the opposite? Didn't it get blocked by Optibot?
No, it did hit the Reinhardt.
Okay.
It did hit Cave Doctor. But I think he didn't block it for the rest
Cave Doctor was the one that shattered. I'm the Slinky coming up on theirs right now.
Oh. Then it hit the Slinky, but it got blocked for the rest of the team.
So now here we go, just over a minute left. Couple ults coming online for Tantilizers, but look at all the high value ults that Sea9 has to work with. Shatter, Gravitic Flux, and Tire. I mean, we might need to see Tantilizers get this quick, maybe get Ampo before he gets that that tire. Here goes Annie-Boy throwing in the bomb. That's actually good positioning. But Ampo building up that tire takes out 2.
Zanny does take
a
out
good
2
bomb
though.
from Zanny-Boy.
And we get a
There,
res.
yep, there's the res on Blunt-Smokers. Here we go. Zanny-Boy low, but gets the healing. Optibot not going to be able to use the big bucks unless taking strap. Gets the res. I'm the Slinky. Doesn't get anything with the shatter. And they're going aggressive. Zanny-Boy with a nice dynamite. But Panderp still doing work here. Ziptail able to pop the coalescence. Here comes Panderp's Bob. This queen is taken down. This isn't looking too good for the Tantilizers. But Zanny-Boy still getting the picks. Blunt Smokers finds one too. Has to be careful though, doesn't want to get taken out by Bob. Has Graviton Surge, but here comes the Gravitic Flux. Actually kind of has some anti-synergy with Junkrat in a way. But Zanny-Boy caught out. Could Mugen Cypher get that res, especially with Ampo no longer there. Kind of a little bit risky, especially with Panderp there, but a nice shatter from Cave Doctor. And it looks like Tantilizers at the 11th hour are going to be able to capture point A, but they still need a tick and a half on point B in 3 minutes in order to win the map.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
So here we go. They still have the Graviton Surge and the Dragons. No ults online for C9. That might be the combo they use. I think they should just go aggressive with this right now. Yo, Blunt-Smoker's trying to get in position, but gets taken out, was caught in the trap. Panderp hits an easy headshot and will get res. Here we go, still has a chance to get that combo off. Game Doctor trying to find the pin, but goes down. There it is, the Graviton Surge. Swiss Queen throwing in the Dragons, does find a couple. Bob also coming out here, but is it enough picks or will the respawns be back here? Versus 9 Ampo, can he take out anyone? No, and Mugen Cypher has the Valkyrie. Will anybody be able to touch Tantilizers? They retake the lead 2-1 here in this series, which has been an excellent one so far. Who will win? Will we see a map 5? Ooh, I don't know.
The West Queen on this Junkrat on this map is very dangerous.
Showed some nice stuff on console as well, but MVP of that map, definitely Zanny-Boy really taking it to Panderp there, who Panderp has been really good this season, and Panderp did really good on the defense, and obviously, you know, the defending Ashe is always going to have the advantage, but I don't know, it definitely seemed like even on the attack, Zanny-Boy was getting a little more value out of the hit scan than Panderp was, so here we go, Tantilizers. Still looking for their first win of the season. Be insane if they got it against a team as good as C9 right now, who I believe are in 3rd place, 3rd or 4th. Definitely one of the, we think of them as one of the top teams, so to get this victory before their new additions come in like that, I mean, this could be the turning point.
So we are heading on to
Rialto.
Rialto. Yes, one of my definitely my favorite escort map. Love this map.
Yeah, I enjoy Rialto a lot too, because I think it's actually, I like it because it's one of the escort maps that actually kind of favors the defense. If you actually go and look through the escort maps, there aren't a lot that favor the defense. Maybe, you know,
Dorado.
the end of Route 66, and maybe the end of Dorado as well, but
I think, no, First Point Dorado really favors defense. There's a lot of high ground that defense can set up on.
Yeah,
the first choke is really good for defense. I mean, even if you hold close that natural cover that you have from that small building, if you hold like almost like right up on their spawn door, I mean that's really good cover as well, because it's a very nice corner. Second point, Dorado is very weird because the high ground is weird. It doesn't favor really either side. I would say that third point actually favors attack more than it favors defense, because there's just more natural cover for the attack.
Yeah. The thing is with Rialto is it definitely has a couple of the toughest chokes in the game. I mean, right off the bat on point A, getting past that first bend can be tricky, and getting it under the archway to capture point A is pretty tricky too. And of course, you have those corners on point B, which the defense can really set up some nice things. That you often hear, like, any time bank on Rialto is a good time bank, and that is definitely true. I still need to watch a couple of last week's games, but from the games that I watched, I do not believe we saw anyone complete Rialto. We probably did.
That third point choke, like right before the end of the point, is kind of difficult to get through because it's actually a double choke. You have the original choke, which has a little bit, which is less of a choke, because it has that those corridors on either side of it. But the second choke, the second archway, is a little bit harder because the points that you have of access to the sides are a lot thinner and a lot smaller, so if they've got any sort of spam damage, it's gonna, be difficult to change that out.
So here we go. The tanks are going to stay in, but we are going to see Silent Tamer coming back in. Did you see some success on Faro with Rialto, especially on point A there?
Oh yeah, the buildings for Faro on the Rialto run is very good.
I was a little disappointed. Last week we didn't see any map 5, so hopefully maybe we'll get a whole bunch this week.
Well, the map rotations are very interesting, especially because maps are the map rotation. Like this week, I don't think there's a map that is this likable, other than maybe Temple of Anubis on this rotation. Ilios is a very loved map, especially for your boop opportunities. Numbani it's not. I don't think I get mixed reviews on Numbani. There's people that really love it, there's people that really hate it, and there's a lot of neutral people for Numbani. I'm one of the neutral people.
I like defending point A on Numbani, and I don't like attacking, but I don't like defending anything else on Numbani, and attacking's okay. So it's kind of weird. Like if the best case scenario, I think, is you're able to get all 3 points and then full hold. Then Numbani is pretty fun, but
but Numbani is one of those maps that tends to go into overtime where you're attacking over and over again, and then then you get wore down, and it's just like, oh my god. And Numbani is really easy to keep momentum. Which is very dangerous on a map, but I think it's really easy to lose momentum on a lot of the hybrid maps, which is weird to say, but I feel like there's been a lot of times where I've seen teams lose momentum more on hybrid maps than, say, escort maps. Even because you're moving the entire time on escort. A lot of people don't think to, leave one person on payload and then have the rest of the team push up. Leaving one person on payload, so if you have one person versus 3 people on payload, so let's say if you have one person on payload, the payload is moving at 100% speed. When you have 3 people on payload, it's only moving at 133%. You're gaining 33%, yes, but it's really not as much as a lot of people think it is.
We will see Anime Samurai coming back in. Parsnip Pixie gonna go out for the first time in this series. He's definitely played quite well so far. We'll have to see if Anime Samurai and Mugen Cypher is the support duo to close it out here.
And I agree, there is a big difference between a high resource aggro tank and a low resource passive tank. But when you have low resources and you want to play aggressive to a point because you want to win fights quickly and you don't want to just sit up there with your shields. You want to get the fight over with, and you want to so like that's why Mercy Lucio was such a popular thing during dive, because all dive is about is getting in, getting out. It's not about sitting there and fighting in the middle of everything. That's why Lucio Mercy was so popular during dive, because that's what Lucio and Mercy are good at. They're good at sustaining a team for a short period of time for a quick fight. That's why Moira Brig is so good for Brawl and Double Shield, because it's very high sustain, very large amounts of healing, so you can have a more long drawn out fight without without sucking too many resources from your supports. Who had Anubis? I think Sea9 did, or Tants.
What? No, that Tantilizers just won it.
Did they?
So we are currently at 2
they got
to 1.
0.2. Yeah, I remember now. My brain just.
And it looks like both teams are ready. So let's get in to Rialto. Will Tantilizers be able to win it here, or will Sea9 force a map 5?
Welcome to Rialto.
I mean, I don't want to be biased, but I'm always excited for map 5s. I love map 5s.
And you want to know the other good thing? Not only is Rialto a great map, it's a very pretty map.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, even at their worst, the maps in this game, like, most of them still look really nice. Like, I think Paris is very beautiful.
Oh, Paris
I always
is a very beautiful map, but I'll
always like it at least a little more than Horizon Lunar Colony. They're both probably about the same to me in the gameplay aspect, but aesthetically, I actually put Paris above Horizon Lunar Colony.
Definitely. Well, I get what they were going for with Horizon Lunar Colony, like the space station-y feel, but like it was such a difficult map to play on that it wasn't pretty to look at, and it wasn't fun to play on. So why would I play it if I didn't have to? You know.
See, if you're gonna take like a space station, then instead of making it look pretty, you gotta make it look cool, and I don't know if it quite gets there.
No, I don't. I'm not.
Just kind of a lot of gray. You don't really see a lot.
And then I like the whole
gadgets.
idea of having space like in the map where it was like low gravity, but then like it was like space. You never went out into space unless you were Sombra and you needed the large health back.
So here we go. Double shield. Once again, coming out from Sea9. Danny Boy is the first to get taken out, and is gonna go with the Pharah despite Pander on the Ashe. Octobot finds the environmental kill. Sea9 allowing the payload to get past his first corner. That is typical on this map. You see a lot of teams liking to kind of defend right around this building. It is kind of tricky to hold that far up. Now here we go. Will Zanny be able to find the value even with Pander on the field? Anime Samurai gets taken down, but here comes Whis Queen on a flank. Silent Tamer on that Junkrat to match him, but look who's closer to the ult. It's Whis Queen. And once again, Sea9, they're continuing to back up despite not being too unhealthy. They're content with letting this continue to go, and that might be for the better, as now we see the picks going in their favor. Both Zanny Boy and Blunt Smokers, as well as Mugen Cypher, all down, and they will win this fight. Here we go. Whis Queen able to take out their counterpart in Silent Tamer. maybe in an unresable spot as well. Fusion Cypher able to res Anime Samurai. Whisk Queen going to the other high ground, maybe is getting ready to pop Tire, but gets taken down, both DPS down. Here on both sides, and a nice move from Anime Samurai onto the Bob, puts him into the alleyway. But Cave Doctor still is cold. Will be taken down, and it looks like Sea9 once again are gonna win another fight. So yeah, here we go. Defense really is favored here on point A. Tantilizers having a rough go at it here on their attack. Danny boy gonna go. Gonna go to.
Zarya kind of pushed in by herself there.
Man, here comes Silent Tamer throwing in the Tire. This isn't looking good for Cave Doctor. He gets taken down. Although, we do see Tantilizers, they haven't used an ult yet. And Supercharger also popped. That actually also, that might have been a bit of a waste. So, Tantilizers possibly with the ult advantage coming up here. This is their chance to get payload all the way to point A and continue their attack.
Get ready for a shot.
Here we go, we screen from the back line, and a nice shatter, but the Tire only finds one. Here comes the Big Bucks from behind the Slinky, doesn't find anyone right away. In fact, Fusion Cypher has the Valkyrie in order to go aggressive with it. The Coalescence is out from Ziptail, as is the Valkyrie from Take the Strap, and that might be enough to get them back into the fight. Whisk Queen down, as well as both of the healers for Tantilizers. These tanks are trying to stay aggressive, but Blunt Smokers is down, and Cave Doctor is surely soon to follow. And with only 30 seconds and no ults, this is desperation mode for the Tantilizers. So here we go, Whisk Queen taking a lot of poke damage right off the bat. Zanny Boy gonna swap to the Reaper and try and get something here. And a nice pull, here comes Bob. And Cave Doctor's already low. And is anyone even gonna be able to touch the point? Yes, Anime Samurai is, but Cypher's low, and here comes Silent Tamer throwing in the Bob, and that should close it out here. Anime Samurai, the only one on the payload, will get taken out here quickly. Silent Tamer with the triple Tire kill, and that will be Tantilizer's attack, and that, despite this map being a defensive-oriented map, this will still be a very tall order for Tantilizers to defend here, and Sea9 are in a good position to send this to map 5.
Initiating match.
That was a really strong hold there from C9, actually. I'm not even gonna lie, that was fantastic.
They played around that double shield very well, and they were playing around the double shield incredibly well on Temple of Anubis as well, and Panderp doing a really good job. Kind of shut down Zanny Boy there. Couldn't really decide on a character to play as. I don't know if they even got an ult. They might have gotten a Bob, I think. Or did they even? I'm not even 100% sure. So, and here we go. Sea9 showing the pirate ship right off the bat. I think maybe is a bait. I would think Panderp might stay on the Ash. Yep. Looks like the team comp isn't really gonna switch, except I'm the Slinky now gonna be on Rhyme. Maybe have a little bit more aggressive, and Ziptail gonna go to Lucio. So, yo, Tantilizers, they are gonna start off holding right by the bridge. Zanny Boy on the hit scan to try and take out Silent Tamer, but Silent Tamer gets him right away. Ziptail maybe getting aggressive, trying to find moves, and a nice res and an environmental kill here for the Tantilizers. Looks like they are gonna be okay here for right now. It actually does make sense why Tantilizers are playing this close, because if they lose quickly here on the map, they will likely at least get another contest before the payload makes it to where C9 need to get to. Silent Tamer low once again. Zanny Boy hopefully coming alive here.
Huge
And
pull
Queen
again
gets
from
a
Cave
pick,
Doctor.
and another pull from Cave Doctor. Cave Doctor, it's always been kind of an underrated player.
They need to get these. They need to get picks where they push on this bridge, or they need to push around left.
Cave Doctor finds another one, and Zanny Boy takes out Silent Tamer. Silent Tamer actually got a couple of nice picks, so here we go. Both of the both Whis Queen and Misha Cypher on their way back, but too many people in trouble, and I think that's they've got to back up, and Zanny Boy gets taken down as well. Luckily, Blunt Smokers is okay, but Silent Tamer throwing in these rockets might try and get aggressive with the barrage. Look at how many ults are online for Sea9, and Whis Queen gets taken down. Here comes Bob. Musion Cypher not in a good position, and this is looking no good for Tantilizers. Behind the Slinky going aggressive on Blunt Smokers. Cave Doctor popping the supercharger to take out Bob. Zanny Boy, here he is getting the pick. Anime Samurai able to pop the rally, trying to get aggressive on the Silent Tamer, but it's not going to be enough. Does get taken down. Can Mugen Cypher maybe get a sneaky res? I don't know. Getting bursted down by the Coalescence, and we are going to a map 5, folks, so strap in. This game has been exceptional.
Yo, now it's 2-2, Seth.
Play of the game.
What's map 5?
I believe it is Busan.
Busan. Ah, it's a Busan.
Triple.
Ah, man. I have to say Busan, the only map that I don't like on Busan is Mecha Base. I like downtown. Downtown is fun to play. I think downtown's pretty fun to play, and I like Sanctuary. But I hate Mecha Base. Mecha Base can go die in a hole.
It is Busan. I was actually gonna go look for a fact check. I wanna say that Tantilizers winning Ilios there was actually their first victory on a control map this season. Let me make sure. They lost both, and they are 0-2 on Busan right now. Okay, we did see Tantilizers able to take map 1 against Tater Pots back in week 6, but yeah, only 1, now 2 victories on control maps. And we'll have to see if Busan favors them like Ilios did, because they looked pretty dominant on Ilios. Dominant, yeah.
Sorry.
Been a long game. Yeah, no, you're good.
Let Wes sleep.
So let's see, will we see any swaps from either of these teams?
I just realized that Weiss is EU, so long game for your Queen Weiss over here.
Yeah, it might be 2 or 3 in the morning there. But it's good to see that dedication to continue to get better at Overwatch. And he already is kind of possibly throwing his name into a lot of players in that list, so it's hard to say if he truly is in that category yet, but certainly on his way, and has been even in Tantalizer's darkest moments has been a bright spot. Now, I will say, with Tantilizers, they started off the season in the first map rotation with 2 straight map 5 losses. So, are we perhaps seeing this year's Diving Phoenix team that just can't quite get the victories on map 5s, where if they had been able to, they would have had a different season? We'll have to see.
Andrew, sometimes I wonder how I'm a caster as well. Sorry, but we were chat's talking about how casters can't curse, and I'm a person who curses a lot, so I can understand why you would think it'd be hard to cast in a stream that is PG. But it's actually not as hard as you think it is. You just really have to think about what you're saying.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you know, in a context like this, you really don't need to use swear words. You know, like
a lot of words get replaced with huge. Definitely. It was huge.
Yeah, that is actually kind of one thing that's kind of nice about commentating, is it actually it tends to expand your vocabulary, because you have to think of, you know, a bunch of new adjectives and new verbs and how to structure sentences and the timing of structuring sentences.
I've been casting in this server since the beginning, and I still can't speak English. I wish I could. It's terrible.
I've been commentating since the beginning of season 2. Actually, I think I commentated season 1 All Stars, if I remember correctly. So
you're like right before season 2.
At that first game I did, I was on color commentary that time, but I'm sure the difference is night and day, because every time I commentate, I learn something new, and it's been a great experience. I love doing this. Have not seen the swaps yet.
I'm pretty sure we started. I think we ended at 29 or 30.
I think it was. Maybe we'll give him. Oh, there we go. Optibot, no swaps. So they're gonna keep with this lineup. They think it's their strongest.
Sorry, complimenting my other casters on stream.
And so here we go, on to Busan. Map 5. It's tied 2-2. Who will take this victory? Will Sea9 go on there? Oh, actually, they started off.
I love this map. This map is one of my favorites to watch.
I like Sanctuary a lot.
From what I've seen, Mecha Base is normally I've seen a lot that Mecha Base is the second map.
Yeah, I've been kind of seeing that a lot too. Yeah, it feels like that's usually the second map, and
like you either get
the
Sanctuary
first map swaps between Sanctuary or City Center. Yeah.
Sanctuary or Downtown.
Ready for battle.
City Center's Oasis. The only map that I dislike on Busan is Mecha Base. I just don't like that map at all.
So interesting changes here in the tanks. We're actually going to see Blunt Smokers go on to Ryan and Cave Doctor onto Diva. Zanny Boy going to be on the Pharah, try and out-duel Silent Tamer. That will be a tall order indeed, but they did play very well on Helios, Parsnip and Cypher on the typical Moira Mercy as Ziptail and take the strap on as well. Zanny Boy trying to take that duel right off the bat, and Whisk Queen with the opening pick. That is massive. It allows Blunt Smokers to try and get aggressive here. He is getting relatively low. Pander causing a lot of mischief in these backlines. They have to take him out as quickly as possible. Whisk Queen finding another pick off. And there is a time for you to pop off anyone on Tantilizers. It is right now. First game, one of the season on the line. Here we go. They take the first cap here on City Center. Doctor trying to contest Optibot up on the high ground. Optibot already taking quite a bit of damage. Zandyboy trying to really punish him, but does have the healing Panderp, swapping to the McCree up on the high ground here. And he does take out Zandyboy. That is a very good start. Takes out Mugen Cypher too. Panderp really coming alive in that last map, and once again, Panderp just absolutely demolishing on that hit scan. We are going to see Sea9 take the point back, but not before we see Tantilizers just about get it to 50%. Here we go. Silent Tamer now with the positional advantage in the Pharah duel, but Zandyboy has the barrage ready. In fact, look at all these ults coming online for Tantilizers. This is a good chance for them to retake it, but Whiskqueen maybe getting over aggressive, and we are going to see them camp the res spot. Although, look at this. Now, Bloodsmoker's creating a diversion, but Silent Tamer takes out Mugen Cypher before they were able to get the res, and Panderp coming back. We are going to see a lot of ults committed here by Tantilizers. They are able to take out Panderp, but the picks are still going in favor of Sea9, but Zandyboy popping the barrage, but Silent Tamer has his. He might not even need it to win this team fight. Whiskqueen not looking too good right now. Does get the healing from Mugen Cypher, but at the end of the day, with Bloodsmokers going down and Whiskqueen finally falling, we are going to see Sea9 once again holding this. A lot of ults used for Tantilizers, and now Sea9 have the lead in terms of percentage on this map. And Silent Tamer gets the first pick onto Zandyboy. Mugen Cypher able to get the res, but taken out by Ziptail's Coalescence, and we're already in one-fight territory, but Tantilizers taking too much damage. They might need to back out right now, and honestly probably switch to stall characters too. Cave Doctor might have to go to Wrecking Ball just a touch. And Whiskqueen,
I would just throw the bomb.
Down.
Just stop him from moving.
And Mugen Cypher not able to fly to and man, this would certainly be a heartbreaker for the Tantilizers, but it is not over yet. And you are correct, Mecha Base.
It's
map
second
2.
map. Oh look, double dragon kill. Don't know when that dragon went off, but understood.
Yeah, definitely one of those times where if Mugen Cypher had been able to contest, maybe they would have actually been able to turn that around. It would have been tough, but to see. So now, Cave Doctor going back onto the Rhine. I like him going back to the Rhine. Bloodsmokers showing the Sigma here. I'm the Slinky gonna go more for the Rhine Diva comp with Optibot Panderp. Now on Doofus, and we see Silent Tamer actually taking the McCree role here. Zandyboy finds the opening pick onto Panderp. Sea9 tried to get aggressive there, but took a lot of damage. Tantilizers went through choke, and Cave Doctor with the pin onto I Am Slinky. Ziptail getting stunned. It looks like, once again, Tantilizers will at least get the first cap here on Mecha Base. So we'll see if they can have a better time of holding it this time around.
Oh, big
Panderp finds another opening pick. That will get rezzed by Mugen Cypher, and Zandyboy actually able to take out Panderp. So here we go. And Whiskqueen laying in some massive damage. I'm the Slinky and Ziptail are down. And there we go. A good res from Mugen Cypher to bring that team fight back, and a nice opening pick from Zandyboy. So here we go. Approaching 40% here for the Tantilizers. They will almost certainly get more percentage than they did last time. They did only really win that opening team fight. They have a lot of ults to control choke here. That is the tough part about Mecha Base. It can be tough to recontest the point at times. Here we go. Wish Queen from behind, trying to throw in the tire, and it gets two. Panderp is able to find him out, but the damage might already be done. But look at this. Panderp from the high ground trying to find the pickoffs. Smokers using the Gravitic Flux. Zanny Boy is super low, but so is Iron the Slinky, and he gets taken down by Cave Doctor. What a great performance from Cave Doctor today. Definitely a name that doesn't get thrown around too lot in Tier 3 talks, but man, really stepping up to the plate here might be the difference maker of why Tantilizers have been playing much better this time around. Here we go, one fight territory. I Am the Slinky with a nice shatter, but counterpin from Cave Doctor takes out I Am the Slinky, and both support alts are out on the side of Tantilizers. Can anyone touch the point? No, Ziptail tried to use the sound barrier. And here we go, the tiebreaker on the tiebreaker. We're going to Sanctuary.
Which is interesting because this, so Mecha Base really favors Junkrat because of the two chokes at the doors. But Sanctuary is a lot more open, so it's a little bit harder for Whis on the Junkrat to get a lot more value, if that makes sense.
Yep, this game might come down to the hit scan battle of Zanny Boy versus Panderp. This should be a good one. I actually wonder if maybe Zanny Boy should match Panderp on the Ashe, but McCree worked for them in the previous round, so why fix what isn't broken? Once again, Cave Doctor gonna stay on the Rhine. I like that swap as well. And we do see Double Shield also coming out on the side of Sea9, but with the Orisa. Tantilizers, both teams kind of taking their rotation towards the side. And Zanny Boy taking out Silent Tamer and take the strap. Zanny Boy with an excellent performance here. Just really wanting this victory so bad. Tantilizers, they want this victory so bad, and they are certainly playing like this. And for the third straight point here on Busan, Tantilizers do take the first point. So here we go. Zanny Boy will have the positional advantage, but Panderp finds the opening pick. You have to be careful walking into the Ashe sightlines. Musha Cypher could maybe get that res. Nope, not going to. So here we go, Sea9 gonna try and go aggressive on that opening pick, but no one else is down so far. Cave Doctor misses the pin and is now out of position, will likely go down. Silent Tamer coming back in, has that Mercy pocket, and it does look like Sea9 will likely retake this point. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment from the Bob, but it does guarantee them this point flip, so Sea9 have been a very deadly team when they are able to hold points, so can we see Tantilizers rectify their mistake on City Center and be able to get through these chokes a little bit more cleanly? We are going to see these teams split up a little bit. The tanks are actually going down main. This is kind of interesting.
I feel like there's a lack of communication here because now the team is cycling main.
Both of these teams pop the coalescence, but Panderp finds the opening pick. Zanny Boy had the high noon ready, and look at that. Tantilizers actually flip it back, and One Smokers is going to use the Gravitic Flux, but gets taken out, so it does look like we will see Sea9 likely take this back. I would hope that we see no other ults from either team. Looks like it's just a stall game for the Tantilizers, and well, they were able to take about 15% there, so I guess not a complete loss in that team fight. So here we go, both teams coming up right around 4 ults. Sea9 goes for 5. It's gonna be a tough recontest. Once again, Zanny Boy and Whis Queen might have to come up huge, but they are both low. comes Whiskqueen. He's going right onto the middle of the point, finds one, that's Ziptail. But Silent Tamer trying to get in position for the barrage, does find one. Here comes Zanny Boy with the high noon, but gets taken out by Pander. Clutch headshot from Pander. And with a res on the Ziptail, I think Tantilizers, they're gonna have to lose this fight and go for one more recontest. They do still have 4 on the point, but Cave Doctor is so desperately low. Can he find the picks? Whiskqueen actually finds one. This could be where they turn it around. They are at least able to get Supercharger out. Not getting a whole lot of value and take the Strappins down. Cave Doctor maybe a little too aggressive with that peek, and Ziptail coming in with the Coalescence Silent Tamer. And the dreams of Tantilizers getting their first win look like they're gonna be crushed. And Sea9, they do take the victory. Man. I love Sea9 as much as the next guy. They're a great team, but you gotta feel for Tantilizers right now. They played an extraordinary game. And that was the play at the end. Great Coalescence from Ziptail.
Great, good healing.
Good amount of healing too, yes. He was on Lucio too. I assume that's just Moira stats, which they were playing just on 2 maps where they won, so.
Alright, now we've got to talk MVPs.
And I was gonna say that kind of transitions nicely for Ziptail. I think that they deserve the support MVP. They were excellent today, doing an excellent job at keeping those tanks alive, Slinky and Octobot.
Point out, it was take the strap. Take the strap. Mercy gameplay, reses were fantastic, healing was great on Mercy, but you know, it's kind of hard out. And the Lucio Mercy worked pretty well. Ziptail was a great Lucio, great Moira. I don't know if Ziptail ended up playing Mercy at all, but yeah, just overall great performance, so I agree.
So
on DPS,
this becomes tough so the Tantilizers. I want to give it to either Zanny Boy or Cave Doctor. I think
I wanted to give it to
game.
Cave Doctor actually.
I'm feeling Cave Doctor too, and then maybe
the Reinhardt was fantastic. The Orisa on Rialto, the 2 or 3 pulls he got on the bridge there were very good. Yeah, so I
think both of the tanks actually played incredibly well for the Tantalizers.
Oh, and then Sea9, I have to give a special shout out to Slinky and Omnipot and Optobot and Alonzi, right?
Alonzita. Yeah, this is one of those games where it's really tough to decide.
But I really think
almost everyone was playing really well for both of these teams.
I want to give tank to Cave Doctor, and I want to give DPS to either Panderp or Silent Tamer. Or, I mean, even the other DPS on Sea9 as well.
I mean, we did see Nikani there, but didn't really play much in those final maps. Actually, yeah, I was thinking either Silent Tamer or Panderp. I actually do think Silent Tamer. And relatively shut down there, especially on those last few maps. So I would lean towards giving Panderp the MVP. Yeah. I think that Ashe play, that hit scan play, really helped, especially on Rialto and there at the end on Sanctuary. If you're thinking Cave Doctor, Panderp, Ziptail for our MVPs, I will absolutely not disagree with you.
I think that's my choice. But I also have to give a shout out to and on the Junkrat. I forget which map it was. I think it was Numbani. His Junkrat did work really well. Despite it wasn't it wasn't amazing, but his Junkrat worked really well, and I think all the DPS tonight did fantastically on both teams. I mean, every player did fantastically. I don't think there was bad play from really anyone. I feel like this was a very back and forth game, and that each team, to their own, man, they did very well.
So, I think that is it for this game. Thank you guys for watching. It was very exciting.
Oh yeah, and I think there's a tier 2 game tomorrow, or a tier 3 game tomorrow, or a tier 1 game. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, have a good night, everyone. Bye.